Because if you want to imitate Britain,
No imitate. No imitate. No, not.
I'm saying that.
ideas.
No vivid. No vivid. Not the.
Imitate them. If you want to be like them, my
we
friend,
got from
you
the
will
two.
go astray.
No simulate.
You know,
No
you
simulate.
You will
You know.
be successful.
Yeah.
To it.
Democracy.
No simulate.
Democracy with Chinese characteristics.
So
You know,
no,
Chinese.
it doesn't work.
Yeah, the
So
political
China-
system
China-
must make the change. Make the change is not to take the copy. You say we copy your UK political system. That's not doesn't work. That doesn't work in China.
not
United
copy
States
direct.
political
Adapted to
system
Chinese
it doesn't work in China.
But you can use some
the-
of those ideas.
Hybrids. It's a mixed models, like the centralized government with a liberal and a democracy.
But you
You
have
must
your
make
own-
some mixed.
You have people like Confucius who say these things. You have your own history of wisdom, but you don't read your own history anymore. You're not allowed to study your own history. This is the problem.
My friend, that's old.
Oh.
2000 years ago.
Confucius
That's what.
banned.
You see,
Confucius
as an
banned
Englishman, he wants
the
you to
truth.
stay there.
I want
You know,
them to
English people, they want
rediscover
you to
Confucius.
stay where you belong. Those,
You know,
Confucius is 500
any regime, any culture, they have bad side and good side. We learn from UK, from the good side,
Like we learn from
and
you.
to the upside, the Chinese bad side. Chinese have too much control on the people's thinking, too much control on the freedom of the speech, freedom of the publication. There's a big problem. People become silly. People become foolish. All the little kids, they become foolish. They're feeding like machine. They like machine. You know.
Would you like
Chinese Moses.
Would you like to have in
Moses.
China like Hyde Park? Do you have in China
No.
like Hyde Park?
No.
Would you like that?
Yes. Yeah, we want the speaker's corner in China.
Yeah,
again,
but
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I tell you that if I see
day,
something,
one day.
yeah, I tell you that if I see something in Beijing like this, I'll be arrested and put into the jail. At least half years, even 5 years.
I think in France.
Like this today, I'm doing here. If I do it in China, I will be put in jail.
Like you mentioned yourself.
even if you are speaking reasonable, even if your speaking is reasonable,
What, speak what? Reasonable.
if you are not speaking rubbish,
Yeah, if you
if you are
criticize
speaking
the
rubbish,
government,
okay.
you'd
But
pay.
if you are speaking reasonable, it's okay. It should be okay.
Yeah, it should be okay.
No, you can say
You cannot make.
Osama is an asshole, and nothing will happen.
You cannot.
If you say Xi Jinping is an asshole, you'll be dead.
You'll be arrested.
Why would you say that?
Why
That's
should
a
we
rubbish
say-
Because he
thing.
is an asshole.
No, that's a rubbish thing.
That's why I asked the question. Is the gentleman
If I speak some things about the politics in Beijing like this, I quote the people's 100 people's here. I make the speech, public speech. I will go to jail.
the reason you can
You can talk about America is rubbish. America is silly. America is foolish. Trump is silly. You can see that in China,
Trump
but
is
you
a-
never.
Trump should be shot.
You can see that,
It's all right.
but you cannot see Chinese government have the problem. You go to jail. Yeah.
I think China is a well-developed country and is competing with America and all Western countries. So China, I think, is good. And to say that you want it to be changed, I think it's wrong.
Yeah, China is good. Yes, 1.4 billion peoples. They contribute to the China growth in the past 40 years. We have the two-digit economic growth every year in the last 20 or over 30 years.
So why?
That's a contribution. But I will tell you that Chinese people is a slave of the government. Chinese people is not happy. Chinese people is not like you. You can come here, listen to my speech. You can come to ask me questions. Chinese people can forbidden to ask them questions. Finish. Let me finish. They cannot have this right to talk about politics in China. They are slave of the countries. They are slave of the government. They are slave of their robot, their machine. The people is not happiness.
Maybe they need something else, brother. Maybe they need something.
No, the country is rich. I tell you, country is very rich.
Houses, people have.
Country is very rich. Yeah, let's be finished. Country is very rich. People is poor. People is poor.
Is it?
Yes, I tell you that. People spend 1 million, 2 million, even 10 millions RMB to buy the house, but the house was honored by the government. It's not by the people. You spend, you have a lot of you borrow money from the bank, but you work for the bank. You have the whole life pay back the bank. You know, when I was born, when your son's born, you already have the debt. You already have the debt. You work for the bank. You work for the government. You're a slave. You're a slave.
So capitalism.
That's why. So sorry, I lose my voice. I lose my voice.
Government interferes.
It's slavery.